ROFFS analyst James here, and it is currently August 15th. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Today we'll be taking a quick look at the ocean conditions that you likely would have encountered if you went offshore this past weekend, from Cape Hatteras down to the Florida Keys and in the Bahamas, using sea surface temperature and ocean color imagery from late last week. Overall, we've been monitoring several smaller eddy formations that have been moving through the drop-off area between Jacksonville and Georgetown over the past week plus. These eddy formations have repeatedly released relatively long filaments inshore off of the Edisto Banks area and west of the Georgetown Hole as they move to the northeast. This has allowed these eddies to gain strength off of Georgetown Hole towards the Beaufort Valley area and periodically push the western edges of the Gulf Stream offshore, shown here. These eddies continue to work their way northeast off of Cape Lookout and Cape Hatteras, such as these eddies up here. However, these eddies also maintain a relatively narrow filament of relatively warm blue water moving southwest towards the Big Rock area and southwest. Heading further south, we continue to observe several eddy formations moving northwards along the eastern coast of Florida as well. Some of these remnant eddy filament waters have been observed moving southwest inshore of these eddies between Charleston, Savannah, and Jacksonville to just north of Cape Canaveral. You can really see this in our ocean color imagery as these regions of bluer water continue to move south. In the Florida Keys, we have observed an eastward movement of this larger counterclockwise rotating loop current / Gulf Stream eddy off of the Key West and the Marquesas. As it moves eastward, this is likely to release another relatively large eddy formation off South Florida over the next few days, as additional eddy formations move southeast into the Gulf Stream Florida Straits area from offshore Fort Myers and Tampa. Taking a look at the Bahamas, we have observed a relatively large counterclockwise rotating eddy formation offshore of Abaco, as well as a series of clockwise and counterclockwise eddy formations off of Cat Island and Eleuthera. Combined, these eddies are helping to pull some water southeast off of Abaco, which some of this water is moving into the Northwest Providence Channel towards this eddy off of Grand Bahama Island. However, the larger eddy formation has been producing a series of counterclockwise and clockwise rotating eddy formations that continue to move west to the north of Abaco. This westward motion has been pulling cooler water west off of Walker's Key as well, and is likely to start interacting with Gulf Stream water along the eastern side of the Gulf Stream off of Cape Canaveral and north. Remember, these ocean conditions are always changing, so be sure to head to ROFFS.com or call our office at 321-723-5759 to order updated analyses for each of these areas. Our summer office hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 7, and on Saturdays from 9 to 4. Have a good week.